What's up, Ninja Online guys? Welcome back to Alan Wake. Chapter 11, if I'm not mistaken. When we last left off, we're in the clinic. Should specify that. We're in this, it's called a clinic, but it's more of like a, I don't know what to call it. Not an insane asylum, but apparently it's an artist getaway to help them gain their inspiration back. But who knows? Anyways, let's listen to this manuscript real quick and then we'll get into it. So Thomas Zane's writing and assistant.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. Back into the fantasy.
Right on. We've already...
I was convinced he was lying to me. About everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
We've already heard what the Andersons say. I could have stopped it right then and there, because, like, I knew it was going to reload from the checkpoint, but I figured, what the hell? Wouldn't break up the flow and just listen to it instead.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand.
So it looks like we're heading back to our room. I don't know what the plan is going to be from there, if we're going to try to escape or something.
Something's
Doc's got me
wrong.
looking after Wake
I'm
here,
not
but
myself.
holler if they get too
It's
rowdy.
hard to think
I'll do
that
that
there's a
later.
shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Interesting. They don't really have one of those there. Oh my god, that's one of those things you'd scan. I think it started with BlackBerry, but apologies if I'm mistaken. Anyways, though, you can scan it with like your phone, and it brings up something.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated,
There's
and
a
there was no
thermos there.
key.
Thought I seen a thermos over there, but wasn't sure. No, those lights there make me think that we're gonna have a segment here where we're actually fighting the shadows at one point or another.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Burt. The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
I didn't mean to cut him off there.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir.
Investigate the racket.
Afraid of the crazy
Almost missed that.
brothers, are ya?
Barry in the lodge.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Not so weak now, are we? Well,
An actual hammer?
Sinclair
Oh shit.
looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office room from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music.
Hartman's office.
Time to pay the
That way. Can't remember what time I started. I think it was 38. That's what I'm gonna assume. See if there's anything in here.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
We're gonna listen to this first, then we'll listen to that. Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
I mean, obviously. I was just thinking about it. I'm gonna actually look around before we head to Hartman's office, just because I'll have the time to right now, so.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
I mean, obviously, right? Can't go out. Not that I really want to go out. But like I said, I want to check, like, literally everything I can check, just to see. Because, like I said, this is probably the perfect opportunity, too. See if I can find any more pages or, thermoses. That's the other thing I'm looking for. Hell, I'll take that hammer. Did he close the thing? He did close the thing. Can't get back there now. I think he just slid it open. No, he didn't. Never mind, my mistake. Let's go and check upstairs too. I want to check all around that. It's a weird reflection of the TV. Can't get that way. Don't think there was anything else this way. Let's go take a look at the patient rooms too. Wonder if I could turn this on now. Probably can. Got keys. Nope. No prompt. Emerson. Candy. He has a 360 there. The video game. That's great. I think even it says it there. It does too. It says Xbox 360 on it. That's great. Death Rally. Board game. What the hell is this? Some drawings. Wasn't anything in my room, right? What the hell's that? Oh, it's a wheel. Nothing in this room. Désolé. Lane. Coming in Lane's room too, eh? Lane must be the painter we seen outside on the deck when we were talking to the Anderson twins. Okay. Looks like that's all I can explore, so I didn't really find much more. But still, at least we can say we explored everywhere.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously! Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I
Barry?
am famous.
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll
Jesus
teach
Christ.
her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Notice how he doesn't have any pupils in his eyes. I don't know if I trust him. But to be fair though too, it could just be like the render settings or like the game or anything. So it's hard to say that it's hard to say that he could just be possessed.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
That's great. Pushed him down. He's like, fuck you. Would have locked the door too. That smug grin on his face. Oh my god. Hartman watches Wake fall.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Oh shit. Come on. They try to test me with a button mash. Oh Nope. Not today. Come on, start now. That got tinier too. Aw. Nice. That's the first time I've actually screwed that up. Cool. Yeah, the bar there definitely got smaller. Stop, don't stop. Shit. Come on. Take that. Hartman's mission.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
I mean, it makes sense. I think I just have to wait for it to, yeah. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Fuck. It has me like stun locked in the corner. That's shitty. I couldn't move. I was stun locked. Like I literally couldn't even turn. Nothing but my pistol here too. Is there a flare back there I could grab? No. That's what I'm gonna have to do is let it hit the door. Going for it.
Ow, ow! I'm here!
Toss me the flashlight, yo.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Thank you, Barry. This is a regular flashlight,
Look at the
but
house, Al! Look out!
they're here.
The house looks bad.
Yeah, tell me about it. At least I got some flares. Batteries too. God, a maze. This is gonna be interesting. Okay.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around.
One. Definitely gonna be more than one though. Damn. I was hoping to do this without any screw ups. I figured that he'd probably be coming from the dead end, but I was wrong. Someone behind me. Wick sees the old god stage.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Told you I heard someone behind me. Batteries and ammo, because you can't go wrong with that.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around. They're coming for you.
More up ahead. That's just cheating. Take my chance while I have it. Stuck on a friggin' lamppost. I would have dodged, but I was reloading the batteries there, unfortunately. So it wasn't like I could just move. I did try to dodge, but like I said, it doesn't work when you're using the batteries for some reason. It has to be this way. I'm also noticing there's a path on the ground too, so.
The channel. We'll turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes me sad.
What the hell is that? It's a thermos on the gondola? Gazebo? I don't know what the hell I'm on about. There's a good. I was gonna say there's that.
Then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
Bet you it's Looms or whatever his name is. Oh, it's Hartman. Oh no, that's his fucking bodyguard. What you got? Fucking birds. I would have survived if it wasn't for those birds. That's the only time, like, in this game I get killed from combat is when it's, like, multiple hits. Okay, I got 2 flares and I need that flare gun. I probably don't need it, but I want it.
Then you'll be nice and calm.
Drop that there. Come on. Fuck. Nice. Killed that guy. He was tough. He was the toughest guy I've fought so far. Now I gotta deal with these stupid birds though, and I don't have anything left. Use it all on him. There we go. These guys are noticeably bigger too, eh? I mean, I'm not just noticing that now, but I mean, like, they're supposed to be just like other people. These guys are like fucking 6'4", 200 pounds, all muscle. That's what they look like, at least. Mott in charge.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
I think that's supposed to be the kidnapper, Mott. I'm gonna stay on alert. So went to go hit the button too. I had a feeling there was an extra guy lingering around. Funny thing is, I wasn't gonna walk through there originally. I was gonna go around it too, and I figured out what the hell. Sounds like more birds. Manuscript page out there. Probably should have kept the flare for something else, but oh well. Barry attacked by a Taken.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Hopefully there's more flares in this. No, got revolver ammo and batteries though. It's better than nothing, obviously. Something out here. You see it right there. Bitch. One more too. I seen him cross over. That's where I'm going. Probably save my sprint for when I need it. I got a flare gun and some ammo for it. I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I already had a flare gun. So I just got 2 flare gun shots. That time I didn't even make it to the package before getting attacked. Usually they wait for me to get to the package, and then when I'm turning around to come back, they'll attack me. Not that time, though. Definitely loading me up on everything here. Hartman sedates Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
There's Barry right there. Let me get the thermos, the weapon, and all the ammo that's over here. Obviously, I'm gonna need it. I'll stick with the shotgun for now. Thought that was a page. Alright, Barry, we're here.
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Jumping up from the other sides, too. I see them all.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
As long as there's no birds, I should be fine. Oh, cheeky.
It's gotta be here! Just hang on now!
Shit. I didn't mean to do that. I seen the bird's shadow, and I'm not gonna risk getting attacked by birds.
I found it! I found it!
Did it?
No, wait, that's a twig!
Oh, you. I actually thought he found it for a second there, too. I'm gonna have to use this. Let me just try to get this other guy close together, too. I hope you have it. Oh, he does, too.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the the nearest. You're now leaving Bright Falls.